The property at 2150 North Alvernon Way has been an oasis of beautiful plants for over 50 years, but it did not start out as a public garden. It was the home of the Porter family, a place where a couple settled, married, started a business, and raised 3 daughters. In the 20s, Tucson was a town of 35,000 and growing quickly because of its healthy climate. In 1927, after a series of harsh winters aggravated his asthma, Rutger Porter moved to Tucson from New York. Bernice Walkley came from Connecticut with her father in 1930 to see if the dry climate of Arizona would be beneficial for his chronic arthritis. Rutger was a landscaper and worked on the design and planning of the Desert Sanatorium Tuberculosis Hospital, now Tucson Medical Center. In 1931, while landscaping at the Walkley home, Rutger met Bernice. They were married in April of 1931 and moved to 2150. At that time, the Porter home was a small adobe house on 2.5 acres facing west onto Maple Boulevard, Maple River when it rained, and is now Alvernon Way. By 1934, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a sleeping porch, a living room, and an outside south porch had been added to the house, and the original property was expanded to include the acreage reaching north to Grant Road. In the 1930s and 40s, the principal garden centered on a large reflecting pond west of the front door. There was a porch and patio area. This was where the 3 girls, Grace, Sophie, and Nina, played. Rutger's landscape business, Desert Gardens Nursery, was north of the house. The rest of the area was desert. At the back, the focal point of the property was a cattle tank brought from Jerome, Arizona in 1938. The tank was hooked up to a well, filled, and used for irrigation and also for swimming in the summer. Since there was no filter, the tank had to be drained and scrubbed routinely. Swimming in the cattle tank became a social event for many Tucson children. While waiting for the tank to be ready for swimming, the Porter girls and their friends would snack on cookies and homemade ice cream prepared by the housekeeper, Edna Johnson. The Porters were very involved in the Tucson community. Rutger was a long-term member of the Tucson Country Club and a board member of the Tucson Medical Center. Bernice Porter was a member of Planned Parenthood and the Tucson Nature Conservancy. They were patrons of the Tucson Symphony Orchestra and members of St. Philip's in the Hills Episcopal Church.